Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Working in your yard? Keep fences, landscaping, and structures clear of electrical equipment. Getting too close isn't just unsafe, it could cost you. Visit les.com for our fence and landscaping installation guide.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
Hey everyone, this is Austin Orman from Old School with Foreman and Orman, live from 1040 O Street in the heart of downtown Lincoln, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. My favorite thing about downtown Lincoln has to be the year-round energy. Downtown Lincoln never stops. It's easy to get to, has everything you could need or want in dining, entertainment, and retail, and of course it has Lincoln's best sports talk, proudly located in downtown Lincoln on the corner of 11th and O.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm-up to wind-down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800-plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum, and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See club for details.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
We have another warm day on tap here today. High temperature of 82 degrees. South wind gusts up around 20 miles an hour, and a chance for some thunderstorms later on this afternoon into this evening. We'll see the storms clear out here tonight. We'll drop down to 64 for a low. 90 tomorrow with another chance for afternoon and evening storms, and then hot weather continues over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Aaron Downer for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Ostrider. Watch out! Nafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome to this Throttle Up Thursday. It's a beautiful day. It's a little overcast, but man, it is steamy as far as humidity out there. So I got 84% humidity right now on the watch. I don't know if that's correct, though.
I never understand how they calculate the percentage of humidity.
I don't either. Text line, if you're in the
meteorology world.
Yeah. I mean, that's just something.
Meteorology.
But you can feel it. You can definitely feel it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's definitely steamy out there. So it might be about right. I mean, it might, since I got this new face on my watch, I just think like I'm like, this name is
so what all is on your Apple Watch face?
No freaking idea. It's got something in here.
It's got the humidity.
It's got one in here for diving or something. Why that's on there? Okay. No, actually, I took that one off. It's got the wind. I think that's what that says. I gotta get my reading glasses, Slim. So you don't have to worry about this. You know,
I don't.
Readers.
I don't. Haven't been to the eye doctor in a few years, but I feel like I don't need to go because I think I have perfect vision.
So, okay, no swim. I need to get this off. It's talking about the swell is 7.3 feet. Period, 7 seconds, water temperature.
Why? What water?
Why?
Did you wear it in the shower this morning or anything?
No, I don't even know where Mavericks Beach is at. We don't have, I mean, this is,
man,
it's just that new, because you know, you can change the faces on it.
Sure.
So this one, I'm going to change this because, dude, first of all, I don't get in the ocean anymore.
First off, I'll hook you up. I'll be able to get you, I can work on a custom watch face for you. You can customize your watch face. And so you can put specific apps that you want. Like I like the layout of this. And so on my watch, this is literally what I have. Battery level in top left, battery level.
Date.
I have, date is on there. The sunrise and sunset I put on there because if I go out and walk, email notifications, text notifications, and then in the top right corner, this is a stupid one that people on the text line are probably going to make fun of me for. So I'll just go ahead and give the number as we usually do, 464-5685 if you want to make fun of me here. Is the direction of my car. So it hooks up to my car.
What do you mean the direction? Like where it's parked at?
And it will point in the direction that my car is parked in. It's clutch when you go to concerts, when you go to big venues. Like it is.
Sounds like a Friday, Saturday night.
No. I'm just saying it is
Where the hell's my
incredibly.
car at?
It is incredible. Like if you're out of town, also like in Oklahoma City this week, it was great because
That's not a bad
down
feature.
in Bricktown, I would park the car. And then it's not like I'm intoxicated, but
so it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be attached to your vehicle. Just the car that you were last
because
in?
it all So it attaches to my vehicle.
Okay.
And so if it's like, hey, your maps every now and then, or not every now and then, but every time you park a car, at least mine do. It's like your car's location, parked location, has been updated, and so it connects to my watch, and then wherever I'm at in the vicinity, it'll point in the direction of my car.
Now that's that's a cool feature.
That's what I'm saying. I like that.
See, I want everything that you just mentioned. I think that's Jackaroo out there. I think that's Jack's truck. Nah, that one's shorter. That's not Jack.
Oh no, that's
Jack.
No,
that's not Jack. If he rolls his window down, we know it's him.
Yeah, there he is. There he is.
Jackaroo,
the legend. The courtesy wave. Anyway,
so the only thing I want on mine is the date, time. I do like that sunrise and sunset, and the temperature. That's it.
A lot of first world problems that we're talking about right now, right? What widgets should we put on our watch faces?
Okay, so that's a first world problem. I know there's some NBA fans and there's some folks who are not.
Okay.
Did you watch the game last night, Swim?
Not a single second.
Not a single second.
I did pay attention to it. It
was a good game, man.
And I'd be able to talk about it.
Text line, let us know if you watched the San Antonio Spurs versus the New York Knicks last night in San Antonio. I'm just going to say this. Rudy's probably not happy right now.
They let it go. They let it slip. They were up.
They let it slip. Swim, I was struggling to keep my eyes open.
Shocker. I was.
Were you a little bit too low?
No, I didn't watch it. I wasn't worried about keeping my eyes open. Here's my thing. I woke up this morning. I thought, okay, Nick, the first segment question for AD is, did you actually watch the NBA finals?
I did. I told you I was going to start watching it when the finals. And I watched a few.
To be fair, you're a man of your word.
Yep.
99% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also some times in some periods where you'll be like, Nick, I'll watch this, or Nick, I'll see this, or Nick, I'll do this. and then it's like, oh yeah, sorry, I was asleep at 7 a.m. But hey, don't worry, Nick, I got the highlights in the morning. I watched the World News Tonight with David Muir, and then I went to bed. That's what it would be.
I think that's one of the funniest stories. When you came to my house to eat tacos, it's like, okay, maybe we're going to watch some sports. No, AD really just popped on David Muir.
It was just, Nick, swim. Every night I just record the news because I can go through the commercials.
It's just, you were sitting there with her quite like, we're really doing this right now.
I was like, all right.
Am I sitting home with my mom and dad right
now?
So
what's going on over in the Middle East? Let's find out. No, I'm just like, I forgot.
Hey,
I was like, oh, cool. We're going to see some ESPN Sports Center. We're going to see these highlights that everybody talks about.
Talks about sports sometimes.
Good evening, America. This is David Muir. And I was like, all right, here we go. Swim. I just recorded every night. The news, when you watch it 2 hours late, is not the news anymore.
Well, you still get the top stories, man. Still get the top stories. Swim, New York. I think what they did, though, like I said, I haven't watched them all year for an entire game. I've watched quarters, and I would even say maybe some halves. Okay. However, when the Brunson burner got hurt, there was some serious, I'm sure that went across the country, in particular in New York City, where the Knicks fans are at. But Swim, this game went back and forth. But dude, San Antonio's got to be sick this morning.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. DP was mentioning this earlier in the week when he and I did an hour together on Tuesday, where we were talking about like the TV companies have made the Knicks become this villain that like they talked negatively about Jalen Brunson. They said he didn't deserve the contract extension that he did. All this and that and everything there, and the way that the Knicks moved on, from Julius Randle, and they've moved on from all these guys, right? Like. They have a group. They have a group.
They got a squad.
Now on the other side, I find it, and this is maybe why I'm cheering for the Spurs in this series, which now they're down 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
I told DP this, and I'll say the same thing to you, AD. Like, growing up in my time, it was like I don't want to say dynasty, but it was the trio for the Spurs led by Pop, right? It was Tony Parker at the point guard, Manu Ginobili, and then Tim Duncan. And so I'm in this mode right now, just across sports in general, where it's like I'm a big fan of watching the baton get passed. And it's been a while since the Spurs were successful on the final stage, right? But I think it'd be really interesting to see Wembanyama like fully take over as the face of the Spurs. And I think to do that, you have to win a championship.
Swim. Speaking of Pop, they showed him numerous times up in the up in the suite where he was at, and they said this over the air. In his career, over 220 coaching changes were made while he was in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So think about that. While he was in San Antonio, coaching all those years, there were over 220 coaching changes. And you think about what this ability he brought to San Antonio, 5 championships. And they've kind of been, they've been decent over the years, ups and downs. But, man, this squad here is the nearest they got. Well, obviously, that's why they're here in this championship, too, in the series.
A big thing is that the draft has worked out well for them, right? And then they've had some guys just step up, like Castle has kind of stepped up out of nowhere. And then they were able to trade for De'Aaron Fox. Like, I think we forget De'Aaron Fox in his first couple of years in the league was really, really good in Sacramento. The problem was that he was in Sacramento. And so I think when you look at the Spurs, they added pieces, right? Obviously, Wembanyama being drafted first overall a couple of years ago will certainly help. But then the same way we talk about quarterbacks and the same way we talk about, supplementing rosters with their talent, you've needed to do that if you're San Antonio. Now, it didn't work out last night, right? Didn't work out last night. And we talk about, now essentially to get this thing back on the track that, the Spurs want it to be on, they're going to have to steal a game at the Garden, which is going to be an absolutely berserk atmosphere when it gets there in Game 3.
So I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to read some of these texts too before we go to the 9:25, and we'll talk. We got a great show for you. We're going to talk about the retirement of Coach Sipple.
Yeah.
What her legacy, what that meant. We'll dive into Nick's question he had yesterday too. Who is that person? Who is the face of Husker athletics? The person you feel is carrying the torch.
It was also the question of how connected do you feel to this Husker football team this year?
At 10 o'clock, we're going to cover that ad nauseum. Swim, here's the thing. And I like I said, it was actually really fun to watch the game last night because there was defense and they were engaged. Swim, for example, in January, I'm not watching NBA. They're out there, no one is playing defense. It's like basically South Street basketball. It's street ball. Last night, it was methodical because you know what they kept doing, Swim? They kept getting Big Vic, Wembanyama, out of the paint.
Yeah.
And they says, come out and guard these guys. Check this out, Swim. 23 second chance points because Victor was nowhere to be around. They're going to have to fix that. 10 points directly created from possessions where Wembanyama left the basket to contest. He left it. If you have 7'4" no longer in the paint, dude, that's wide open spaces like in Nebraska Panhandle. They said, let's get him out of there. And he took the bait. 23 second chance points.
I've been really impressed with Mitchell Robinson this postseason for the New York Knicks. Just because he's like, sure, now he's going to have the name, right? But this is a guy that also, he's not a name that is connected to like Joel Embiid. He's not a name that's connected to the Julius Randle of a couple of years ago. Like he's not a Karl Anthony Towns. Like he doesn't come in with all the hype, but he just shows up and does his job. And as we got on the text line that he got into Vic's head last night.
Yeah, he did.
It's just the situation of like, guys, once you get to the postseason and once you get to this stage, like your stars, you need your stars to be your stars. Obviously, that's important. But as we saw, not only, at Haymarket this weekend, we saw at the Women's College World Series down in Oklahoma City. We see it every year, bowl game wise, national championships, especially in basketball. Your role players, the type of influence that they have on the game can be very extreme. Because think about, they're obviously for Nebraska's Sweet 16 run, right? Like, sure, Price Sanford was incredibly valuable, and Sam Hoiberg was incredibly valuable, but guys like Berkey were very important in the way that they rebounded. Like the way that role players can come and show up to the arena is incredibly important. And I think, you look at last night and the Knicks, they started just to wear them down, and they ended up being able to steal game 1 on the road.
You know what, Swim? When I worked construction, and I told you about this in college, Turner Gill got me a job working for my good friend Chuck Leininger, who's become one of my best buddies. And I need to talk to Chuck. It's been a while. But anyway, my job was after the subs got done, I would clean up all the scrap metal and all the plywood to get it ready for the next crew. I mean, you would sweep those. Just think of it, a framed house. Because there's a lot of sawdust, etc. You sweep all that out. If that's not done correctly, things are uneven when you're setting them down.
Sure,
you need some cleaners. You know what I'm saying? And the guys you just mentioned, they're doing the things that a lot of people don't realize until the house is complete, until the season's done, or till the game is won. Man, they did a lot of work to make sure things fit neatly, and you got wins. Everybody plugged their holes. Everybody knew their roles, if you would. And those are, like you mentioned, those are those X factors of some of those guys. They're not the big names.
Well, it's because it's because the stats don't show up in the box
absolutely
score, right? Like
absolutely.
It's that type of stuff. The equivalent in football is a block made on the perimeter. Like, you're not going to see that a wide receiver was able to make a block on the perimeter, but it freed up the ability for a running back to go 75 yards, right? Rather than getting tackled after 12 yards. So like it's those types of conversations that I think are incredibly important to have. Like I thought, to use the Husker basketball example again, there was the game that I was out in LA for against USC when Nebraska had to come from behind. They beat the USC Trojans, and I believe it was in 24 minutes of play, Berkey Buchtengel had a plus minus of plus 24. And I asked Fred Hoiberg after the game, like I remember my question verbatim. I said, Coach, obviously plus and minus can sometimes be a misleading stat, but Berkey was plus 24 in 24 minutes of play. He wasn't playing 35 minutes. He wasn't playing 40. You didn't ask him to play the entire game. You didn't ask him to score 20 points. But it was, hey, what made Berkey so valuable? And it's because and I remember Coach Hoiberg's answer was, well, he did everything that doesn't show up on the box score. And that was what allowed Nebraska. He said, he goes, Berkey was the reason we won the game. And that was on a day where Price Sanford dropped 30 plus. That was on a day where Jamarcus had himself a nice day. Like he comes out and basically tabs Berkey as the player of the game. And so I think, that just goes to show that in these types of contests, you need guys that are willing to do the dirty work and to not necessarily get the praise after the game for it.
So I'm going to say this before we go to the other side. If these few stats don't change, it's going to be tough for San Antonio. Not because New York is just that much better than them, but because they're out scheming them right now. Points, not the points off turnovers, but the second chance points. We talked about that. New York was able to get 23 second chance points because of the vacancy of Wembanyama out of the paint. And then you think about this right here. What am I looking for right there? Points in the paint, 50 for New York.
Ooh.
Nick,
hello,
50
with somebody as intimidating as Wembanyama that's down there.
7'4". I literally had to look that twice. Little less than half of their points were in the paint. The area to where that should be San Antonio's strong point. 50 points in the paint.
It'd be nice to be 7'4" though. Would you want to be 7'4"?
No.
Would you rather?
No.
Okay. Here's a question for you.
I would not want to be 7'4".
Would you rather be 7'4" or 5 foot? Which extreme are you taking? Let us know on the text line as we go to break. Jeez,
would you rather be a little person or a giant?
I didn't attach the name. I didn't attach the name. Would you rather have
6'4", 6 foot, 5 foot?
Well, because it's to the extreme. You're either one of the tallest players or people in the world, or you're short, and you can't reach anything at the grocery store. I mean, which would you rather be? Let us know on the text line.
And why?
Well, because I mean, here's the thing: like
5 foot.
You trying to have to duck and enter every single room, or are you trying to have to use a stool everywhere you go? Like, which one would you rather?
Like this seat right here, their feet would be dangling in the air.
The feet are dangling. You start to lose blood flow. You lose the blood flow. That's funny.
Actually really good.
Yeah.
5 foot or 7'4", the choice is yours. We'll talk about it when we come back. And Coach Simple from Nebraska Softball calls it a career. We'll discuss that as well. She's taller than 5 foot, but she's not quite 7'4". We'll be back.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm-up to wind-down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800-plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum, and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See club for details.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet, GMC, and Chevrolet. And GMC Truck Month is here. Absolutely huge discounts and 2.9% for 72 months. I also just wanted to share a little bit more about the Koppel family. They've been serving the Omaha and Lincoln and surrounding communities for over 50 years with great customer service and small town charm. That's always been our motto, and we absolutely will not be undersold. It truly is confident buying and confident driving. So come on in, meet the team, check us out at Koppel or at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
We have another warm day on tap here today. High temperature of 82 degrees. South wind gusts up around 20 miles an hour, and a chance for some thunderstorms later on this afternoon into this evening. We'll see the storms clear out here tonight. We'll drop down to 64 for a low. 90 tomorrow with another chance for afternoon and evening storms, and then hot weather continues over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Aaron Downer for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
When you or someone you know has been seriously injured and you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will fight for the justice you deserve in court to get the very best possible outcome. Trust the compassionate and hardworking attorneys at Liberty Law Group when you need an attorney in Nebraska or Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Working in your yard? Keep fences, landscaping, and structures clear of electrical equipment. Getting too close isn't just unsafe, it could cost you. Visit les.com for our fence and landscaping installation guide.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Hey everyone, this is Austin Norman from Old School with Foreman and Orman, live from 1040 O Street in the heart of downtown Lincoln, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. My favorite thing about downtown Lincoln has to be the year-round energy. Downtown Lincoln never stops. It's easy to get to, has everything you could need or want in dining, entertainment, and retail, and of course it has Lincoln's best sports talk, proudly located in downtown Lincoln on the corner of 11th and O.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
$5 foot or 7'4".
So DP's coming clutch here because we have reason
brought some good wisdom.
That's brought into this. He said if we want to go one side of the extreme, it'd be 6'4", not 7'4". So it's 6'4" or 5 feet. I think that answer is a no brainer. 6'4", then 5 foot. He texted us some statistics. DP did. He said that 1 in every 180 are 6'4" or taller. 1.6% of the people in America are 6'4" or taller.
Dude, that's crazy when you think about it, man.
Yeah.
DP, that is actually fascinating because I would have thought it might have been a little bit higher. But you think
1.6% is
not a lot.
I mean, that's a small percentage.
Small percentage. Kind of like me hitting a fairway.
Sure. So we have a couple of answers.
Yes.
5 feet says 6'6", 9'6". 2086 says women love tall guys. I'm going tall. Don't even get me started on that conversation.
So do you have some insecurities about your height?
No, not about my height. I'm 5'11". I'm fine. I'm average.
You went pretty quick with you. I'm 5'5".
I'm fine. No, I just hate that answer. You got to be 6 feet. Whatever. Bull crap. Songbird says I'm 5'2", and you get real good at climbing the shelves. My man says if I took the 5 foot scenario, I'd have to marry a girl that was 6 feet tall so she could reach things for me wherever we go.
Hey, baby, you want to grab that, please?
Believer says at 5 feet you can wear Oshkosh Bagosh for life. No free shout outs. Dang it.
No free shout-outs.
You got me. Yeah. You're shopping at Marshall's.
What Troll Baby say, man? Trough Baby.
Trough Baby.
Trough Baby.
Trough Baby says, can I be 7'4" but develop scoliosis?
Oh.
Big B says, I am 6'4". Big B, congratulations. You're 1.6% of Americans.
Big B, you're a big dude, man.
Big B.
You know, Thomas and Lincoln, Nick, you're averagely short. I don't think you're averagely short, are you?
Oh, I mean, I'm just like a short, stocky dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally think, I see myself as, and this isn't a good thing, like I compare myself to George Costanza just with a little bit more hair.
George Costanza.
Like a short, stocky, not bald man, maybe baldine man.
Hey, little dog. Okay, that was probably wrong, Matt. I should have called you little dog because your answer is I have short man's disease, and I call you little dog.
But that's his nickname, no, man.
I wonder why. You really got to do that?
Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just see your name, but it's automatically little dog.
Matt Blingenmiller, hey, little dog. And his text reads, I have short man's disease. I'm still waiting for a cure. I mean, dang, AD.
I'm not really helping with this thing.
No. You're part of the problem.
Matt, I'm sorry. Matt, medium dog. How about that? Medium dog. Good to hear from you, brother. Love you, man. Dan Dixon, what's up, neighbor? Dan said he fell asleep last night talking about the Spurs game with 8 minutes left. Would you say AGC 6 minutes? I got to check.
I think he said 8. You told me 8.
Yes,
Hopefully
8 minutes left. Swim, there was a departure. And anytime you have a departure in your program, especially the legacy that Coach Sipple had, not Steve Sipple, Coach Sipple, Nebraska softball, that's big. Nick, what was your initial thoughts on Coach Sipple calling it a career before I dive into her historic career?
I think with a lot of it, I don't want to speculate anything. This is, the most successful Nebraska softball team of all time, right? And I think there's something to be said about, going out on top and going out on a season like you had this season, right? I think there was some curiosity about Rhonda Revell's future, and I think it's okay for us to say that because ultimately, like they've done this for so long,
right.
and once again, is you've been working towards this moment. The roster construction was at a point to where it had never been more talented, right? And you were able to live up to those expectations. So you wondered about the future. Now, Ron Revell is obviously coming back, and I think nobody's mad or disappointed or sad about that or shocked. It's more so of, okay, what's now this going to look like? Because for so long, the three big coaches with Nebraska softball have been obviously Rhonda Revell at the top, Lori Sipple, who is now going to retire, and Diane Miller, right? Those are the three. They added Olivia Farrell to the staff a couple of years ago after she played for Nebraska. And I'd be curious to say it, and I know there's been a lot of speculation about it. There was a quote made in the post-game press conference on Sunday down in Oklahoma City where we asked Rhonda Revell, hey, like, talk about, the impact Jordy has left on this program. And Rhonda and both Jordy and Rhonda both said she's not going to be far. And it makes you wonder if in some sort of fashion that Jordy Fromm's going to be involved in Nebraska softball going forward. Now, obviously, you bring a kid into it, and there's some other stuff that you have to worry about, but
Maybe the kid even anchors you closer to home.
And potentially, right? But, in a world where Jordy did not enter the draft and as of right now does not have a plan to play professional softball in the near future, maybe we see Jordy Fromm slide into a pitching coach role. Olivia Farrell was the pitching coach or was a pitcher during her time. Do we see her move into that more specified role? We don't know, but there's a lot of options in that clubhouse.
Before we go on to Coach Sipple, Jordy Fromm, Swim, this is my world on the speaking world. She'll be able to command $15,000 to $20,000 a talk.
Yeah,
a talk worldwide.
Yeah,
because her brand is so big. She will be able to command, and I would say no less than 50. And obviously, whether she does that to people, when I'd say does that, charges that here in Nebraska, that's totally up to her.
Yeah.
But because of her resume, because she's one of the greatest to ever do it, she will do just fine financially.
Yeah.
She will command 15 to 20 grand a talk and just travel. And she'll have plenty of leisure time, but she will be able to command. You think about how huge in the spotlight that's on women's softball right now. And clinics, appearance fees, etc. Jordy's going to do just fine. Folks, but Nebraska lost one of the most important figures in program history. She has been a staple. Talking of Coach Sipple, she announced her retirement. Swim, 41 years as a player, coach, Hall of Famer, Olympian, and obviously an icon. And the thing that's remarkable about it, man, she's leaving, arguably the greatest season Nebraska softball ever had. And you talk about loyalty, you talk about excellence in this crazy world and a gold standard. It's Coach Sipple, man. She's done that. She was a player from 85 to 88, coach since 1990, 37 seasons on the coaching staff, 41 years connected to athletics. It's just a true testament of consistency and legacy. This wasn't a retirement because the games, because it came past her by. It wasn't that at all. But she just was just like, you know what? I've done enough. Top 5 national finish, one of the nation's elite pitching staffs, of course. She leaves operating, not because she lost a step. She didn't lose a step at all. And I think that's huge, Swim. You always want to leave before they want you gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you look at, Swim, this before your time, but when Barry Sanders retired, it was a sad day because it seemed like there was so much more he could have done. But he always felt, I want to leave when I'm still at the top of my game, not when I'm declining.
Yeah.
Swim, in your lifetime, you've seen that too with athletes like, yeah, you probably should have hung it up a couple years ago. You know, you look at Coach Sipple, she didn't want that to be the case with her. Leave when you're still on top. Leave when they still want you. It's always to stay. Coach Osborne, for example, you know, Coach left when he wasn't even 60 yet, I don't think, when he retired from Nebraska, you know, but he had made a promise to Mama Osborne after the heart stint he had taken care of. And he held true to that commitment. But you'd always rather leave them having more in the tank than to where they're getting the tanks replaced, and it's just not the same.
Well, it's really cool because, so obviously Lori Sipple, she was the first Husker to have her jersey retired for the team. She holds, I think, still 12 records to this day for pitching at Nebraska. On top of that, she was a member of Team Canada, right? And played in Team Canada's Olympics for, I think, 14 or 15 years.
Wow.
And then she went and she was a member of Team Canada for 14 or 15 years, I should say. And then on top of that, she was their head coach in Beijing, in the Beijing Olympics in the late 2000s. And so she's been all over the place. I don't quote me on this. I believe I read that she's the only softball player to have played and coached and been the head coach in the Olympics for any country in the world.
That is insane, man.
So it's really cool. I mean, and she was right here, right? And so, you know, I think it'll be, I would love to have the conversation with Rhonda Revelle about, or like, talk about the adjustment now, because this is somebody that you've had by your side. And Rhonda Revelle tweeted that out, talked about how, I mean, best friends and the amount of trust that they have. You know, when you look at it, it's talk about the adjustment that now is going to have to be made. Just to look down and not have her there is going to be something that is going to be an adjustment, I'm sure, going forward. But like I said, gosh dang, you got all the options in the world for what you know, who you could bring in as that potential replacement.
You know, you got that was an interesting text in from right there. Derek in the car, what's up, brother? He goes, Jordy, new pitching coach and head coach in waiting. You heard it here first. He says, mark it down.
We'll find out,
man. We'll find out.
Man. I don't know. Like, are you wanting? Whatever. We don't need to talk about that. We'll find out. Derek in a car 5 years from now, we're gonna be talking about it, and he's gonna be like, "See, I told you guys. I have this receipt from June 4th, 2026.
I'll be 57, and you'll be 30,
29,
29,
5 years old, or 5 years, 30.
It'll be okay again, Swim.
Oh my! I'm gonna be 30 years old.
Swim. That is such a small
quarter life crisis. Actually, at that point, probably midlife.
With 4 kids.
I've passed my quarter life. I hope not. Jeez Louise, I got a busy 4 years coming up.
A lot of swimming.
If I have 4 kids by age 30, I got a busy 4 years coming up.
Folks, we're gonna take a quick break.
Jeez
Come back with some history before we dive into the next part of the show from 10 to 11. We're going to talk about, man, do you feel connected? Sounds like a slow jam. You know what a slow jam is, Swim?
Sure, I do.
Yeah, enlighten him. Enlighten Swim. Blow our text line up, our private one.
Is that like,
you
know, you go out there and slow dance with somebody?
Yeah, they're slow songs.
Okay,
like a slow jam.
Okay, yeah, I got it then.
Yeah, you know what a slow jam is. You know,
it'd be like I'm trying to think of what's the song.
Does Quinn 92 sing any slow jams?
Oh, 100%. You see, I'm wearing the Quinn shirt today.
Shirt right there with the Red Rocks.
The Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Where was that a spiritual experience when you went to that concert?
I did feel uplifted.
I'm not going there.
Oh, stop! No, I was not. It was not
in
that.
Denver.
Yeah, maybe secondhand. Not firsthand. I can guarantee you.
Rocky Mountain High.
Yeah, I was singing a completely different song. No,
Man, I'm really enjoying this Quincy concert.
No, yeah, it's fine.
Folks, we'll be back. It's Throttle Up Thursday.
Now's the time to lock in the best deal of the year on a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Sprayer Early Order Program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See & Spray. Target weeds with precision and cut herbicide use. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Don't forget, secure early order savings and get the sprayer that maximizes every pass. Visit your Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
We have another warm day on tap here today. High temperature of 82 degrees. South wind gusts up around 20 miles an hour, and a chance for some thunderstorms later on this afternoon into this evening. We'll see the storms clear out here tonight. We'll drop down to 64 for a low. 90 tomorrow with another chance for afternoon and evening storms, and then hot weather continues over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Aaron Downer for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
NASCAR Powerball. The chase to 1 million is on.
Finalists, are you ready?
Don't miss your chance to collect cash prizes on your way to an all-new destination where you could take home $1 million.
This is insane! The winner is contestant number 2!
I can't believe it. The official lottery game of NASCAR is back for the chase.
Odds vary by entries. Details at nelottery.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
When you or someone you know has been seriously injured and you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will fight for the justice you deserve in court to get the very best possible outcome. Trust the compassionate and hardworking attorneys at Liberty Law Group when you need an attorney in Nebraska or Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long on the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rubber Duck from LinkedIn, good morning. Don't forget about those daycare prices.
Yeah. Oh, man, 4 kids? That's rough.
You'd be paying some loot, man.
I know. Maybe Grandpa AD can help.
Yeah. I'd be
With
like,
daycare, not with the price.
I'd give you guys some like gift certificates or like diapers or something.
Meals
like
on
that.
Wheels.
Meals on
Something like
Wheels.
that. You'd be like, hey, Nick, I'm coming over to deliver dinner for you.
Deliver some dinners, some great pizza or something like that. Man, that would be expensive, man. Even just what Hazelberry said yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, what did he say? $340 a week? Is that what he said, or something like that?
No, it was much more than that.
No, because that's about $1,200. He said it's about $1,400 a month.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So yeah, like I mean, that just I thought about that yesterday. Just like, man, that is some serious loot, man.
John in Cortland says, guys, I got 9 minutes left on my break. What you have for me? John, how about this? It's a big day in Lincoln in history today because our great friends at the Lincoln Airport are celebrating a big day today. Today, the Lincoln Airport and their entire team welcomes American Airlines to Lincoln. So Lincoln Airport, so today, we heard about it months ago. We've had Rachel in the studio. We've heard about it for months that you can fly nonstop to more flights to Chicago. You can fly nonstop to DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth, and then seasonally to Phoenix. And that all starts today here at the Lincoln Airport. So you're going to see hopefully some American Airlines planes flying over Lincoln, landing in Lincoln.
It's been a long time.
It's a good thing to have.
So when back at the day in the airport, there was an old airline called NWA.
I don't know what that means.
I know you're too young. Anyway. It was a group with Ice Cube and Eazy-E and Dr. Dre. NWA, not NWA. TWA.
I wish I could laugh I wish I could laugh with you.
Folks that are older know what I'm talking about.
Okay, good.
But NWA, they would definitely not have an airline flight into Lincoln.
Why wouldn't they? Why they don't like Lincoln?
Different demographics, if you would.
That's why we changed the demographic. No, I'm kidding.
CWA. But there used to be a lot of them. Delta used to fly out of here. So it's good to hear. Congratulations to Rachel Barth, the entire team at Lincoln Airport. Big shout out to them. So
I'm getting ridiculed on the text line. That I don't know. NWA.
Yeah, I see this right now. IQ could word AD.
I mean, like, what are some of the songs?
Oh, you can't. I assure you, cannot play a single one on the air.
Whoa. The first one I found.
Yeah,
they spelled the wrong.
You can't play a single lyric on the air without getting fined heavily.
They spelled the wrong. It's THA.
This is my dog straight out of
I do know some of them. I don't know that one though.
John in Cortland, I see what you did there at the bottom. I'm not even gonna read it though, John in Cortland, but I love it.
Man.
Hey Dre, give me a beat. Yeah, NWA Swim. By what you just saw right there is why they would not be flying out of Lincoln.
I do know their songs. See, this is, and you know this about me, AD, is I do a really bad job of making connections and remembering, oh, this is so and so, or this is somebody that was in that movie, right? Yeah. What correlating? I know a lot of I know a lot of things, but I just don't know all the details with it. That's my thing.
6'7" fellers with attitude.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What?
I'm done.
Chase B says
that might be the text of the year. Fellers with attitude.
Chase B says Nick probably knows Ice Cube for "Are We There Yet?" the movie more than his rap career. No.
Oh man, this rabbit hole. Real fast, folks. Hey, check this out. We wish we had these type of numbers again, but at the time, it's all about relevancy. In 2016, the university's payments to Bo Pelini's former assistants at Nebraska are expected to exceed a whooping $1.9 million.
Okay, imagine that. You tell a head coach as you're trying to persuade him to come to your school. All right, Mr. AD, what's the assistant salary pool going to be?
About $200,000 for you.
Probably about $2 million. Do you think he can make something happen with
for
$2
my
million?
coordinator? No,
exactly.
No, everybody.
Yeah. No, sir, we're paying strength and conditioning coaches $1 million nowadays, just to get beaten by Penn State.
Oh, you didn't have to say.
Sorry.
I mean, it is true, though. I mean, it's a fact. I can't argue about it.
Our lack of toughness lost that game.
It is a
Let's
fact.
go and give a raise.
Swim, you think about this.
They need more resources.
$1.9 million? That was the entire pool.
And wait,
and that was just 10 years ago.
How are they winning games? They weren't getting paid enough.
There's another thing that starts with letter D, and it's called development.
There you
Desire, discipline, dedication, and the last one, the most important, dog.
Oh, okay.
What do you thought I was going to say?
Development.
I already said no.
Oh, okay. Dog.
You
DAWG.
You know what, man?
Did NWA ever talk about DAWG?
I'm not even touching this one, man. There's I'm not touching it. Nope, nothing with NWA because the text line will go crazy.
So our good friend Mike Ostick from Liquid Assets texted me and he goes, "You are so young."
Yeah, he is. Mike, he just don't know. Now, Mike, you know what's going to happen? He's going to roll up Liquid Assets, just blaring NWA.
Well, see, here, I'll say this. Here's the deal. People need to remember. So Liquid Assets has been temporarily closed for the last week or so. They've been doing tons of renovations. They got brand new floors coming in. They got a lot of stuff coming through. So, yeah, they're just letting people know.
I like it. Mike, appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you got yours. Again, Nick just mentioned America. And I wish they had that. Well, I couldn't have flown anyway, but I am flying out of Lincoln on Monday, right after the show.
Well, and here's
what's that look for? My flight's at 11:45.
Oh, you're going to be fine.
So I'm going to leave here right about 10 till 11, just to be safe.
Not even.
Just to be safe.
You could leave at 11:05. I
got to get a breakfast burrito, though.
You could walk in. They'd go, "Mr. Davis, welcome back. It's another flight for you out of Lincoln."
Only because the airport's so small.
I also will add this in there that this is big. You know, like I think a lot of people will sit there and go, "Oh, yeah, I'm not flying. I'm not trying to fly to Dallas. I'm not trying to fly to Chicago." No, this is big for the connecting people. Like the even out of Omaha, you might not have had direct flight. You might have had to connect from American through Chicago, right? Like that's obviously a popular one. The ability to now just fly out of Lincoln, hopefully for a little bit more affordable as well, right? Hopefully for a little bit more
I'm
affordable.
Curious to see that part,
right? Out of Lincoln, the ability then to, instead of having to fly, I'm just going to put names out there, Omaha to Dallas to Clearwater. You can now go Lincoln to Dallas to Clearwater. Like that convenience, and then on the way back to be able to land in Lincoln is huge. I mean, we couldn't be more excited for our friends at the Lincoln Airport.
Swim, what you said there, because text line, I'm curious to hear this on the other side because we're going to dive in for the rest of the hour, our second hour on this particular subject. We talk about you can feel connected to the program. But Mike, I want to know your cutoff rule before flying to Lincoln or Omaha. What's the dollar amount? For me, if it's $200 difference, I'm going to fly out of Lincoln.
Absolutely.
Because the 2-hour round trip, there and back, the parking, and just the convenience.
Parking's out of control up there.
It is nuts up in Omaha.
It's wild.
And with the construction and things
and
like that.
once they officially become like the international airport, I feel like it's going to be a little crazier. Right?
It will be.
And And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think, for some of the events that Omaha's having, obviously like the College World Series, it's always funny to talk to vendors and people that fly in for events like the College World Series, because they're like, yeah, you fly into Omaha. Even you listen to the broadcast this weekend from Nebraska Baseball. Carl Ravitch was talking about it. He was saying, he's like, yeah, look, you fly into Omaha, you fly into the Epley. He mentioned Epley Airfield on ESPN. He's like, then it's a short hour drive from the Omaha airport. And I'm like, all right, we need to get it to where eventually he can hopefully fly into Lincoln,
to where you're right less than you're like literally 5 minutes away. Well,
from and then you talk about shout outs on national TV and those guys talking about it. You want Lincoln to be the one that they talk
Epley
about.
Loved that, man.
Oh,
they loved that.
Well, they're about to love coming up in a week and a half or so when everybody's flying in for the College World Series.
It's going to be insane.
So here we go,
folks. We'll be back. It's Throttle Up Thursday. We'll see you on the other side.
NASCAR Powerball. The chase to 1 million is on.
Finalists, are you ready?
Don't miss your chance to collect cash prizes on your way to an all-new destination where you could take home $1 million.
Insane! The winner is contestant number 2. I can't believe it.
The official lottery game of NASCAR is back for the chase.
Odds vary by entries. Details at nelottery.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Is your technology built for where you are or for where you're going? Can your current technology support future growth? To break through that invisible ceiling, you need executive-level strategic technology advising. Moser can help your business grow appropriately and efficiently, giving you the ability to turn your tech stack from a cost center into a growth engine. Visit moserit.com/theticket. That's moserit.com/THETICKET to learn more.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Hey, Nebraska sports fans. This summer, professional tennis returns to Lincoln. Watch rising stars of the ATP Tour compete for over $100,000 in prize money for the 2026 Lincoln Challenger from July 12th to the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. Witness top tennis pros compete right here in Lincoln and experience tennis close-up like never before. To purchase tickets or to sign up for volunteer opportunities, please visit www.lincolnchallenger.com. Not just a stop, a stage. Lincoln Challenger 2026.
Working in your yard? Keep fences, landscaping, and structures clear of electrical equipment. Getting too close isn't just unsafe, it could cost you. Visit les.com for our fence and landscaping installation guide.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Lafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. It's in AM segment. We've already covered the Spurs going down at home last night in San Antonio to game 1 to the Knicks, giving up half a century of points in the paint. And I tell you what, San Antonio, they've and the thing about it, so I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole. It's fixable, very fixable. And I don't have a dog in this race. So I have a horse in this race, dog, whatever you want to call it. I could care less. I just want to see, honestly, 7 games because it's something for TV. Nevertheless, San Antonio loses the first game at home last night, so we discussed that when we kicked off the show. Knicks won 105-95. We also discussed Coach Sipple calling it a career after 41 years as both a coach and athlete, University of Nebraska, Olympian as well. So we discussed that. Now we want to hear from you. Swim, pose the question that you posed yesterday.
Yeah, I think a lot of it. So we kind of started talking about Price Sanford, and we started shocking. We were joking around about how Nebraska basketball players are getting engaged, and right, Sam Hoiberg proposed, and Price Sanford's engaged, and Cale Jacobson and Bergen Riley are engaged, right? So like there was a lot of excitement there, obviously, and Fred Hoiberg talked about it at his press conference, and then that kind of then followed into the question of, okay, who's the fan favorite player and athlete on Nebraska's campus, right? Like a lot of people would imagine that, it would come from your largest revenue generating sport, which in Nebraska's case, and a lot of people's case, is football, right? But I think it might be a little bit different in Nebraska. And I think the most popular names that we kind of nailed it down to was Price Sanford, that coming up for this upcoming season, that is. So like Sam Hoiberg can't be an option. Bryce Sanford, Andy Jackson, Harper Murray, Bergen Riley. Like those are the 4, right? Which crazy to have the conversation about 3 on a volleyball team, right? Which is a good thing. But that conversation is certainly one to have. And then that then kind of spiraled and snowballed into the question that I posed, and I would we want to hear your guys' thoughts. 464-5685. How connected ahead of the 2026 football season? How connected do you feel to this roster? Because if there's one thing that Nebraska fans enjoy and they appreciate and they want, is that for the people that we cheer for on Saturdays in this case, or on any given night, baseball, softball, basketball, football, whatever it might be, you want to feel like you're connected to the program. And not just through monetary donations, but you want to feel like you're a part of the coaches and you know the coaches. You want to feel like you are pretty understanding and well connected to the roster. And that is one thing that I will say about, when we talk about athletic directors, not to deviate too far, is that was one thing that I felt like Trev Alberts did do a very good job of, was making sure, and we're starting to see it more and more from Troy Dannon, making sure that the non-revenue generating sports felt appreciated. And I said it one time, it was when Trev Alberts got here, and it was basically there was one day where Nebraska football played a road football game on a Saturday, and then on Sunday morning at like 11 a.m. Nebraska women's basketball played the Citadel. Mm-hmm. And Trev Alberts was at the football game the night before, but then made it back for the women's basketball game. And Husker fans were able to come up and shake his hand, and they were able to come up and have a conversation. Now, what Joe Schmo says to Trev Alberts, or the athletic director, during a women's basketball game against the Citadel, he might not take to heart, but having that accessibility for the fans, I think, is important at a place like Nebraska. And so, especially when you're not winning to an extremely high level, AD, mm-hmm. feeling like you're connected to the program and feeling like you're connected to the roster and you have an understanding of what direction it's going is important for Husker fans. And I don't know how connected Nebraska fans feel to this upcoming season.
Well, I'm going to say this, Swim, and I'm going to speak on this from your perspective.
Sure.
Your age demographic, your generation. What's your generation?
Z.
Generation Z.
Yeah.
You're 25, and you just turned 25.
Mm-hmm.
You never experienced success for Nebraska football.
I'll say it again. I've said it multiple times. The best season I saw was 2009
mm-hmm.
in terms of top to bottom talent, especially defensively. Like the 2009-2010 defense that's like my pinnacle Nebraska football defense or side of the ball.
So you've never seen, national championship runs. You didn't see Big 8 championships, Big 12 championships. You didn't see consistent top 10 rankings. You rarely see Nebraska dominated opponents that are equal or greater or better talent.
Yeah.
You've never seen that. For you and your generation, and my kids as well, Nebraska, you don't know them as a powerhouse. Mm-hmm. That's like somebody explaining to you, man, your great uncle was a great athlete. Well, I don't know who the hell that is.
Yeah.
I hear the stories all the time. Sounds legendary, but it doesn't resonate with you. And you look at now, I was looking at this last night, we're talking. Swim, right now, you've got a stronger attachment. Hell, look at the shirt you're wearing. I mean, I'm kind of joking, but seriously,
yeah.
You have more of a connection. You get more excited when we talk about a group.
Oh, yeah.
Than we do about Nebraska football. NFL teams, fantasy football, individual players, social media personalities right now, more than Nebraska football, because Generation Z has never seen Nebraska successful. So that's that demographic there. So I can't fault them. I can't fault your generation for not foaming at the mouth, Nebraska football. You've never been anything to be excited about.
I think my other point of this is, sure, it's my age and my demographic.
That's just one. There's a whole other one to go.
I was going to say.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that one next.
The more alarming one, AD, is your demographic. That's the more like, so if we're to split it up age wise, right? And I don't know how it all falls with Gen Z, Gen X, Millennial, all that stuff, but let's just split it up age wise, right? Like, let's go 10 to 30 years old, which is basically my age. Then it's 31. I'll add 31 to 50, right? And then 51 to 80, right? The 31 to 50 is the more alarming one for me, because those are the people that got to see it in its heyday and were old enough to, I would say, appreciate it.
You can say 31 and older.
Yeah, right. 31 and older. They're the group of people, and that's a lot of our listeners here. They lived through the heydays, and when I talk about feeling connected to the program, it's always important to, figure out ways to generate new fans, right? And I think it's easier to do that now than it has ever been before, because teams can be more accessible, teams can be more public. The things are frankly just blasted greater, right, through social media. It's the ones that are 31 to 50 that, frankly, the donations come from. They have kids now that they are injecting their fandom into their children and potentially children's children. Like, at the end of the day, if your 45-year-old fans don't feel connected to you, then how do you expect them to get thetheir kids to be connected to you? And so I just think like let's go through some of these texts here, because I think this is interesting, because we have a lot of response on this. 0159 says 0%. I'm still wondering if Nebraska has a QB1 yet. Big B says, I feel limited at best. I don't know the players because it's turned into a revolving door. Who's in, who's out, and who's that? Seemingly, I have no skin in the game and only chasing money. College football has changed. But this is where I'll say it. There are a lot of programs that, quote unquote, have new players. A lot of programs, though, fans still feel connected to the players. Like, we can blame the portal for being like, okay, is that guy on that team? Is this guy on that team? If things are trending in the right direction and you feel positive about the direction of the program, and this is not a Nebraska conversation. This is not me saying Nebraska's going in the wrong direction. It's not anything like that. It's more so just this offseason has felt different than I can remember. If fans truly care about their team, AD, then they will invest time. If they feel like it's a worthy investment, they will invest time into learning all of the players, learning the roster, learning the roles, learning what practices have been looking like. We've seen it firsthand from this text line, is that fans, and I do not blame them at all, fans right now don't feel like it's worthy of their investment, worthy of an investment in June. Maybe it's different in August, but in years past, it's been Nebraska football is worthy of our investment 12 months out of the year. I don't care what Nebraska basketball is doing. I don't care what baseball is doing. Let's talk football. Let's talk spring ball. We're starting to see the time frame of when fans think it's worthy of an investment start to dwindle, and I do not blame them at all.
Read some more of those, man. There's some powerful ones in there.
We've got some more. Thunder Not Calling says very little, and that's maybe a good thing, so they can focus on winning 9 games, which everyone already seemingly feels is impossible. Hurts as a dad, though, because the best memories I had growing up in the 90s were locking into football season with my dad. So 0964 says, I'm Gen X. I've seen it all. I just don't care these days. 1562. To be honest, I find myself not caring at all anymore, but it's not because of the losing and not because I don't care about the program or the athletic department as a whole, but the football has proven to me that two or three games a year, they don't show up to play. And if they don't do that in games, it's happening in practice too. And I feel like the fan base is being conned. I won't even be paying attention when the season starts this year. 9174. Connection to the program is something I don't need. Winning is what I need. I'm 41 and seen the best, and I become less and less interested as the years go on. Rosebud from Elmwood says, let's see. He goes, my style of football that I played was based off the 95 team. I was just a kid. I was 11, and now I have an 11-year-old son, but he could care less about Nebraska football. Cubsker said, honestly, for the first time in my life, I'm not really that excited for this season. Am I still going to watch? Absolutely. I'll always love my Skurs, but there isn't a player that I'm super confident in. Also, they had spring training during the March Madness run when eyes were pointed elsewhere. Brad from Baldwin says, the only reason I invest in going to Husker events tailgating is because my kids enjoy the program, don't know how it feels to win on a national level. Brett, last one before we get AD's thoughts. Don't have the time to invest a bunch of time. Portal is killing the sport. You used to invest time because you always knew 90% of the team was coming back. Oof. Joe B, some of these texts make me sick to my stomach. He says Husker for life. Richie Rich says, I only have so much bandwidth and all the other sports truly took my attention this year. I think it'll end up being a good thing. A mental health reset with football was needed and the other sports gave us that in a natural way. My goodness. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I will say this. I'm pumped up for Husker hoops. I'm pumped up. Like Nebraska, I know when we talk Husker hoops, Husker men's basketball, but like we forget Husker women's basketball had a top 20 class this year. They had 3 top 100 prospects that they signed. So there's that. They're coming off another NCAA tournament berth. Husker volleyball, right? Like we talk about the core. I think you look around and maybe this is going to be glaring. AD, I want to get your thoughts. Like you look at every single sport, the bigger ones, right? This is volleyball, wrestling, men's and women's basketball, baseball, softball. Let's just go with those 5. And it would take us less than 5 seconds to be able to point to something that we're excited about. I think it would take significantly longer for us to find something in football that Husker fans are excited about or confident in. Volleyball is you have your core of Andy Jackson, Harper Murray, Bergen Riley. They're all seniors, right? Women's basketball, I just talked about the potential of a recruiting class. Husker men's basketball, you're coming off of your best season in school history, Sweet 16 run. Baseball, you're coming off of hosting a regional, one of your best teams in the last 15 years. Softball, you're coming off of your first Women's College World Series appearance in 13 years, where you were able to actually win a game for the first time since 2002. You can rattle it off. And there's more, right? How much confidence is there in QB1? How much confidence is there in the staff? I think it becomes a lot harder to find what people are confident and connected in.
Swim. Have you ever seen some bad movies? Just kind of like, why did I waste money on this?
Yeah. Why did I waste my time? 3 hours of my time.
3 hours of my time. The directors, the actors can tell you all they want. At the end of the day, you can't get pissed at the customer when you put out a bad product.
Yeah.
Nebraska fans, and we can see, and Joe B, I'm with you. It absolutely, from a fanatic fandom, in all my 52 years as a 5-6-year-old in my backyard at 1305 North 25th, playing in a dirt-ridden backyard with a concrete slab we used as a basketball court where a garage once stood. On Saturdays, we couldn't wait to hear the
Darth Vader. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I took a serious moment. I made it light. I'm sorry.
No, that's
yeah, it sounded the same. There you go. The pause.
We couldn't wait to hear go big red, go. Dude, it didn't matter if Nebraska was playing Pacific or if they were playing whoever. We'd sometimes see a stray balloon go, depending on the wind blew. Swim, I am a diehard. And I go to this James Baldwin quote again, one of my favorite authors, activists, etc. The reason why I criticize her so much, he was talking about America in the civil rights era. I'm talking about Nebraska football because I care for her so much. If I didn't care, and Nebraska is edging very closely to this, Swim, even the text line has proven, apathy kicks in is when you're in trouble. Swim, I care so deeply about this program, but the fan base, when you consistently hear, this is the year, the culture has changed, the talent is finally here, the schedule sets up perfectly, but then you see one more win and one less loss in 3 years, it comes to the point, Nebraska fans, and I'm not saying all, but a larger a larger, I would say, base is saying, no longer saying we're going to win. They were saying, wake me up when they prove it. And I can't blame them for that,
Absolutely
Slim.
not.
Until there's a difference in movies and what we viewed with our popcorn in hand, and we get halfway through the movie, halfway through a season, halfway through a game, why do I continue watching this movie?
Well, I think what's unfortunate is you heard that all these things were changing, and then last year the tune somewhat changed. And it was, well, when we were here, when we got here, we had to maneuver and change from a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
IQ Crew says this, and I'm glad he brings this up. He says, hold on, Swim. Football, back-to-back bowl seasons, a spot Nebraska hasn't been in quite some time, but it's still not good enough, with a disappointed emoji he added in there. This isn't, I think this is where I think it could be two different conversations. The expectation conversation, or at a place like Nebraska, it's you want to be connected. And this is more of that second conversation for me. I at no point through my monologue there 5 minutes ago did I say they're not what am I trying to reach? Matching expectations.
They're
not winning it. Well, okay, and that's fine.
I will say it. They are, when you got a $165 million facility,
exactly,
and somebody I'm got to call myself.
Yeah. But what I'm saying,
they're not.
Okay, so and that's fine.
If going to New York for the Blue Bonnet Bowl and getting the brakes beat off of you in Vegas, if that's the expectations, we're in more trouble than I thought.
And so that's fine.
Not good. IQ Crew,
So
I love you, but
yes.
that's not good enough. That's been the freaking problem. We made it to a bowl game.
Yep.
You're supposed to make it to a bowl game. That's like me telling my kids, well, I take care of my kids. As a dad, you're supposed to take care of your kids.
I think here's the real question, like, and this is not to come at IQ Crew, but to take that text.
I love my man,
yeah,
IQ
absolutely.
Crew. But no, that is not good enough.
But to take, okay, so to go off of that text, like I would ask the question of, do you want to compare Nebraska's expectations to 2017, or do you want to compare it to 2009? Or do you want, I mean, how crazy is it that I'm saying that? Or do you want to compare it to 94? Like, I say 94 because 95 was one of the best teams to ever play. Like, so if your litmus test, if you want it to be compared to 2018, sure. Have they risen the floor? I'm not going to say raise the ceiling. Have they risen the floor? Sure. But throughout this entire conversation, at no point personally did I say, oh, they're not winning enough games, and that's why I'm mad at them, or that's why we don't feel connected. It's more so of, we don't know who's going to line up on Saturday. And I'm not saying that you need to know your entire starting 22, but like, that's never been a problem for Husker fans. Usually during June or like July, before Big Ten Media Days, we're talking about hypothetical depth charts. And it's not even the fact of we don't know who Nebraska's gonna line up on Saturday in August. It's that fans don't care. And that's the blinding light that's flashing nonstop. And it used to be in the distance, but now it's up close.
Swim, apathy is a death knell. I'm gonna ask you this: were you I was like a C. I was a C plus B minus student.
Okay, yeah.
In certain courses.
I would say I was B's.
Yeah, in certain courses.
Yeah, low
now,
A's,
the courses
B's.
that I loved, and a lot of it was because was the effort.
I would say 100% is controllable.
Now, my dad told me, though, and my dad didn't care how many touchdowns or what you did. If I wasn't getting the grades, I wasn't playing. Now, my parents told me this: if you weren't capable of being a B or even A in some class student, we wouldn't push you that way. Well, I mean, pushing that area because we know that you just, but because we know you have the ability. Is one of my best buddies, Akem Udofian. He wouldn't even mind if I put him on blast. Mm-hmm. Akem was like, very gifted. Brothers went to Cornell, Northwestern. I forget what his other brother, MIT. That's where his brothers went to college at.
Not bad.
Akem's father, God rest his soul, said, if you weren't able to perform at a high level, I wouldn't push you. But I know you have the ability. Yeah. And his grades changed because because you knew it. Swim. If Nebraska didn't have the facilities, didn't have the resources, didn't have the fan base, didn't have the history. History, I say with air caution, because history doesn't do you any good if you're not remembering how you got there in the first place. But if Nebraska did not have the resources and the ability to be in contention. Nick, I'm not talking about national championship. That's nice.
Yeah.
But I'm saying just to be in contention and relevant in the conversation, being in the top 25, top 15, being in the top 25 is not too much to ask for the resources you got right down the street. To me, to say making it to a bowl game in Las Vegas or going to New York.
Then you got
And then you got manhandled.
Yeah, that was not
you
fun
go
to
to
watch.
Minnesota and get dog walked by a team that shouldn't even been on the same atmosphere as you. Those are things to where I got a problem. You're better than that. If Nebraska didn't have the ability, I'd be like, hey, man, they doing all they can do, dog.
Yeah.
Bruh. That's why, I hold them to a standard. I'm not going back to the 90s. That was a different era. But you don't have to go back to the 90s. It's 2026. When you have those type of resources, that type of money, this type of fandom, even as far as that goes, Nick, it's not like in some areas, yes, we were short drastically on talent in certain areas, particularly in the tier lines. That is a no-brainer. But still, with the resources you have, you should not be slinging it out and losing to Minnesota and slinging it out with teams like that and then getting absolutely decimated. Iowa, Penn State, the other game, Utah. That's unacceptable, man. And my thing is this, Swim. I'm not even saying you had to win those three, but at least look competitive.
Yeah. And so there's been we have a lot of people that are putting some legit thought into these texts, and I want to make sure we get to them before we get to break. And we'll catch this up on the other side. The other Bill says this: for us old school guys, it's frustrating. I'm used to being invested in the players themselves and the community over several years. Now the young men are not invested as they're invested in the dollar. If they're willing to leave to go to the next highest paying school, then they're not invested in us as an organization, and that is frustrating. IQ Crew did follow it up with this. He said Cignetti is a unicorn, which I will say that neither one of us are trying to say Nebraska needs to find the next Kurt Cignetti. The best part about college athletics is the natural turnover. The portal has increased the turnover. It's all a process. It's sad but true. Back-to-back bowl back-to-back bowl seasons is progress. Perhaps the quietest of off seasons, while all the other sports are reaching new heights, is where we need to be. Let me ask this question and propose this to the text line as we pick it up on the next side. AD and everybody out there listening and listening and talking about this with us, not hearing it from us. Is it a quiet off season because they're working, or is it a quiet off season because people don't care? We'll leave it at that.
We got to come back and discuss that one. I got to take a while. My blood pressure's up.
I gotta calm AD down. Come on, let me give you a shoulder massage. We're gonna take a break. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
NASCAR Powerball. The chase to 1 million is on.
Finalists, are you ready?
Don't miss your chance to collect cash prizes on your way to an all-new destination where you could take home $1 million.
It's insane! The winner is contestant number 2!
I can't believe it.
The official lottery game of NASCAR is back for the chase.
Odds vary by entries. Details at nelottery.com.
When you or someone you know has been seriously injured and you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will fight for the justice you deserve in court to get the very best possible outcome. Trust the compassionate and hardworking attorneys at Liberty Law Group when you need an attorney in Nebraska or Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm-up to wind-down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800-plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum, and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See Club for details.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
Is your technology built for where you are or for where you're going? Can your current technology support future growth? To break through that invisible ceiling, you need executive-level strategic technology advising. Moser can help your business grow appropriately and efficiently, giving you the ability to turn your tech stack from a cost center into a growth engine. Visit moserit.com/theticket. That's moserit.com/theticket to learn more.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet, GMC, and GMC Truck Month is here. Absolutely huge discounts and 2.9% for 72 months. I also just wanted to share a little bit more about the Coppell family. They've been serving the Omaha and Lincoln and surrounding communities for over 50 years with great customer service and small town charm. That's always been our motto, and we absolutely will not be undersold. It truly is confident buying and confident driving. So come on in, meet the team, check us out at Coppell or at CoppellCars.com. All deals with approved credit.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
We have another warm day on tap here today. High temperature of 82 degrees. South wind gusts up around 20 miles an hour, and a chance for some thunderstorms later on this afternoon into this evening. We'll see the storms clear out here tonight. We'll drop down to 64 for a low. 90 tomorrow with another chance for afternoon and evening storms, and then hot weather continues over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Aaron Downer for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
After this, man, I got a 5.5 hour drive down to Lake of the Ozarks.
Is that so? Is that where you're going?
Yeah. Remember I told you?
I didn't remember that. I didn't remember. I knew you were leaving, but I didn't know where you were going. I have a group of buddies that are going to the Lake of the Ozarks this weekend.
Really?
They left this morning for a bachelor party that I was not invited to.
Did you know the guy?
I did not. I just know a lot of the groomsmen. Oh yeah, I'm not hurt by it. I mean, actually, I do know him, but not like close him. Close.
It's like that comedian Chris Rock. I know him, but not like that.
Yeah.
Like what?
I wish I knew him.
Like that. Osage, or is it Osage or Osage Beach? How do you pronounce it? Osage? I think it's Osage, isn't it? Osage or Osage.
I've never
Beach.
been true. Or not true. I've never been there.
It's a cool area, but I'm
don't get
going
to go down
there.
there.
It's at Margaritaville.
Sign me up. Is Jimmy Buffett down there too?
Well, they have a Jimmy Buffett type theme.
Oh, I bet.
Because the reception tonight is at a place called the Land Shark Cafe and Bar right there on the water.
No way.
So yeah, the group broadcasters are funny people because what you know what is cool?
Yes, we are.
Before I started, yes, we are. And we're gonna hop back in this conversation. Before I got involved in radio, and shout out to Raph for doing it. He kind of deceived me to get into it at first though. But I love you. I was doing talks for broadcasters associations back in like 2019, 28, actually about 2018. Jim Tim, big shout out to Jim Tim. I appreciate you, man, of the Nebraska Broadcasters Association. And now he has spread me out around the country. It helps a lot that I'm doing this show.
Yeah.
In that it gives you kind of a different light too. But that's enough of that, buddy. I'll be traveling for the next 5.5 hours after this. I'm going to drive.
Somebody says Mexico City is surprisingly an awesome city to visit. Okay. Remember the cartel?
The cartel.
Anyway.
Swim, there's a lot of text messages on this.
Yeah,
man.
let's start.
Let's
start with Mississippi Mud Dog. He said, so remember the question that I asked before the break is I said everybody talks about how it's a quiet off season and it needs to be a quiet off season.
I love that question you
right?
asked.
And so I asked, is it from a fan standpoint, is it a quiet off season because Nebraska is working, or is it a quiet off season because the fans don't care? Or care less. I think it's wrong for me to say that they don't care. It's that they care less, right, than in years past. Mississippi Mud Dog leads us off. Says it's definitely a combination of each. I would say the care factor is for sure in an all-time low for a lot of diehard Husker football fans, which is scary. Getting manhandled in 3 straight games to end the season, only to be told that there has been progress by the head guy, makes it easy to be apathetic about this program. Mississippi Mud Dog also added earlier, says when Matt Rule put his hat on backwards and became Coach Matt for the bowl game, that's when he lost me.
You know what, Swim? I'll tell you what, Mississippi Mud Dog. I'm gonna just tell you this, man. The manhandling part to me was just hard. I mean, it was just hard to see like it was for them. And like I said, you've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
And we have one of the most astute fan bases. Swim, you know what? You know how they tell a fake dollar bill and a real dollar bill? They study fake ones like crazy compared to the one that's the real one. They study them. What's different about this? Nebraska fans have seen real football and real success. They can spot out fake success in a heartbeat. You can't fool Nebraska football fans, especially the ones that have seen Nebraska successful. Anything that doesn't look like that, the hint of hard work, discipline, dedication, and again, dog, they're going to say, nah. If they ain't biting as a puppy, they ain't going to bite as a dog. In Nebraska, we have not seen that, man. So to try to, and I'm not saying anybody has, but there's been comments that make you go, you can't pull wool until Nebraska gets progress, because it's like, no, it's not. Don't tell me what my eyes are seeing. Don't tell me my eyes are not seeing. I see what I see.
Yeah.
We've seen you get punched in the mouth 3 straight games in a team that you should have never lost to up in Minnesota. So it's not a pound on anybody. It's just the facts. Don't tell us that, in the truest word of improvement.
Okay.
So if I hit a driver down the fairway at 290, but then I hit the next one at 291, is it really that big of a freaking difference? No. Now, if I hit one at 290 and I smoke one 330, now we're talking about improvement. Don't tell me a 1 yard difference, a 1 game difference is massive improvement. No. I don't want to see that. So I don't fault the fan base for feeling the way they do until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
So I don't mind a quiet offseason, Swim. I don't mind.
Chris chimes in. Chris at the Baldwin Shop. My man, Chris. So glad to hear you listening, dude. He says, Nick and AD, as a season ticket holder since 1967, I've seen all the championships, either conference or national, but I am convinced that I've seen my last title.
Tell proven otherwise.
Oof.
Did I say Minnesota in a crazy way?
I think so.
Please say Minnesota like you just said it again. I am not going to watch it again.
IQ Crew says both can be true, Swim and AD. They can be working hard, and because of basketball, baseball, softball, and track and field successes, the media and fan base aren't paying as much attention as usual to football.
Okay,
do we want them to be paying as much attention to football?
And that's a great point. But why? Because why is it so easy to divert away from football?
Yeah,
the other teams are winning. We know that. But still, why are they diverting so quickly?
Big Daddy Travis chimes in, says, I'm tired of excuses. Rule blamed Frost, then he blamed not having enough money. 4th year and got more money. If they go 5-7 this year, then what? Boosters will need more money to sell out the stadium. So there was a text earlier. Somebody said, okay, here we go. Richie Rich. While I've been a little checked out on football, I've never been more invested than I am now in Husker athletics as a whole.
I like
Amen to that.
I like that.
Amen to that. We are seeing more and more just overall excitement about the athletic department and the way that the athletic department as a whole is trending rather than just a program. There was also another text on here.
Read that by 1562. I like that.
Okay. Sorry, the way it started, I had to double check it.
I read it first.
Okay. I trust you. Well, 1562 says the North Koreans got caught printing $100 bills because they did it too well. Their bills didn't have certain ink smears that our bills do, and now that is the kind of effort we need from the football team. There was something I need to find it again. Let's see. I just think it was. If I can find it. Here, Thomas and Lincoln. And this is what I want to build off of. It's not exactly the point that Thomas and Lincoln did, but I think we can use this text as a springboard for a conversation. He said, did you hear the beef between Texas Tech and Sark? Steve Sarkisian from Texas. Texas Tech will pay the buyouts to play Texas. He says, give me this game so Texas can dog walk the Red Raiders. Thomas and Lincoln, obviously a big Texas fan. If you haven't heard any of the drama, AD, have you heard any of this that's going on between Texas Tech and Texas football? Texas Tech basically wants to play Texas in the non-con. They want to set up Joey McGuire, the head coach for Texas Tech, is sitting there going, we will pay Texas's buyouts so that we can set up a game against Texas because we want to play them.
Careful what you ask for.
Sure.
But I like it.
I've started to gain more respect for Texas Tech this offseason.
Yeah, I like it.
Because they aren't running.
Mm-hmm. We ain't hard to find.
They are hard to find.
We down here in Lubbock.
But you know what I would love? I don't necessarily want Nebraska to pay buyouts for other teams. But I would love for Nebraska to have a marquee non-con game. A big reason why I think probably there's a lot of Husker fans that aren't that excited for this season. Why? Because you start off with Ohio, North Dakota, and there's somebody else in there. Like, okay.
And I'm concerned about every one of them.
Well, Ohio.
I'm concerned about every one of them.
But that's the thing. And I get go ahead and get yourself an easy schedule, get a couple of wins under your belt. Sure. I don't talk about the mentality that you want. And this isn't like a Matt Rule thing. This is not, it's more of just like a Nebraska football thing. Actions speak louder than words, and the way you operate on a daily basis as a program and athletic department speak louder than words, in my opinion. Go find yourself a marquee game. Out of everything that Fred Hoiberg said earlier this week, you know what I enjoyed hearing the most from him? He said, and I'm going to paraphrase Fred Hoiberg here, but he goes, we're trying to find a marquee opponent to schedule a home and home with. Mm-hmm. Sure, it's great to play roast beef state. It boosts your tournament resume in against in men's basketball.
I literally when you said that, I thought of Arby's.
Oh, no free shout outs.
I couldn't help it.
Yes, you could.
It was like the state.
Everybody knows the fast food restaurant with roast beef.
I know, but you said it.
You had to say it.
I just let it slip. Go ahead.
The best part was you knew right away. You're like, it made me think of baby to me.
Son of a biscuit.
Anyway,
biscuits.
Speaking of biscuits. Oh, no free shout out. Anyway. No, I think here's the thing is like, that's what I was like, I thought to myself, hell yeah, Fred. Like, go get yourself a game against Iowa State.
Mm-hmm.
Go get yourself a game against Tennessee or Arkansas. Like, go get it. Don't run from this. And I'm not saying Nebraska football is running from it, but they're certainly not inviting it.
Yeah, so I got a lot to think about on my drive.
Good.
It's good because I'm be honest with you, man. And I think Jay would, in fact, I know Jay would say the same thing. Terrell would say the same thing. AC would say the same thing, but I'm saying the older guys in particular, it bothers you more than we probably let on at times. You'll hear occasional bursts from me, but it bothers us. It's kind of like that underlying current that's just there. And it does bother me. I absolutely, and you know what, so in full disclosure, and to the folks listening, at times too much, especially during the season.
Sure.
Because I think about all the hard work that others put in, whether you were a bench warmer like me or a Hall of Famer like Jay, you were part of something special. And also, man, I feel sorry for our fans like your age and my kids' age that all you get to do is hear about rather than see a deal. Now, I'm not talking about back-to-backs and all that. That would be nice, but a team that is consistently competitive. So it does. It like I said, it full disclosure, it pisses me off more than I even say at times. And I have to do, that I have a temper.
I'm proud of you.
A really good job of keeping it under, and it shouldn't. It's not just a game to us. It's just because it gave us so many things for life.
Sure.
And so, yeah, it bothers me to see them struggle like this, man, to where, no, that's one reason why I lift so much during the fall than I do in the winter.
That's why I do both in season in the fall. No, let's hope there's a 12-0 season coming up, right?
That would be nice.
Put it on the board.
I'll take 10-2. I'll take 9-3. Goodness.
Oh, so you're okay with losing games?
No.
No, I'm kidding.
But you better be competitive.
I just like backing you into the corner. Sir, soon enough, 9-3 is going to turn into. I'm okay with 7-5. Just win.
We'll be back
every Friday. AD, what's your prediction? Just win, baby.
Hey, that's what I said. You notice the point. He hopped on board with me.
Just win.
What if your bank had people who care about the places we call home?
That's what Union Bank does. We encourage this culture of giving back.
I really, really enjoy working with People City Mission.
The United Way campaign.
Habitat for Humanity, Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Everyone's in to help make that community stronger. To be part of all of this that's going on is pretty remarkable.
At UBT, your money has people with a passion for serving. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hello, I'm Steve Sipple, co-host of Early Break, weekday mornings from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And my favorite thing to do, see, or go to in downtown Lincoln is probably O'Rourke's. It's not like I go there that often, but when I do, it takes me back to my college years. It's always been a very chill bar. Seems like they play good music, just a good vibe in there. And I look forward to my next trip into that bar.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
New from Arbor Axe House comes Benny's Battle Barge, the mobile axe throwing adventure. Perfect for festivals, parties, fundraisers, and celebrations. Charter the barge at arbораxe.com or call Arbor Axe House at 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Working in your yard? Keep fences, landscaping, and structures clear of electrical equipment. Getting too close isn't just unsafe, it could cost you. Visit les.com for our fence and landscaping installation guide.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
NASCAR Powerball. The chase to 1 million is on.
Finalists, are you ready?
Don't miss your chance to collect cash prizes on your way to an all-new destination where you could take home $1 million.
This is insane! The winner is contestant number 2! I can't believe it!
The official lottery game of NASCAR is back for the chase.
Odds vary by entries. Details at nelottery.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. Man, Swim, I think we're going to have to pick this up another time, too, next week. I will be out tomorrow. Who's going to sub for me tomorrow?
It's still in the works.
Still in the works.
Yes.
You'll be here, though.
I will be here.
Swim, you could do this one. I mean, you could do any of your shows solo, but you could really do this one solo because there's so many texts from this. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot to unpack still. And folks, we want to appreciate you for your participation as always. We absolutely love it. This time goes by so fast. I hope it does for you at work, as you're driving, as you're at home, whatever you're doing. Thanks for sticking with us and riding with us on the drive. Unknown texter 9174. Miss Rav. Yeah, we miss our guy Rav too, 9174. He actually takes part almost every day in the show, though. When I'll say, Rav, what is this right here? He'll text the answer right away. The guy's like a moving, walking sports life encyclopedia, so he'll know it quite a bit. We miss our big fella as well. Rubber Duck said I come to sub tomorrow, but I got a tea time at Hidden Valley. I haven't played Hidden Valley in a while.
I haven't either.
Since I think it's been a couple years, but it's in pretty good shape right now, man. Pretty good shape. Folks, again, kind of a quick programming note. I will not be in tomorrow, but I will be here Monday, then gone Tuesday. But yeah, I'll be listening all day. I want you guys to listen all day too. Don't move the dial. One-on-one with DPs coming up next. Folks, the AD attitude adjustment is today. You got to decide. Sometimes we tinker back and forth between should I, could I. No, you got to make a decision. You know, if you're like me, I can be very good at manufacturing excuses at times, but every minute, every second you're wasting on the manufacturing of excuses, the decision could have been made. What are those decisions and lack thereof? What's it costing you? There's always a cost. And like I've said before, and I say to myself, there's always an invoice, but the one for indecision is much more expensive than the one if you keep your discipline. Always got to keep the decisions and ride with it. Folks, thanks for riding with us on the drive today. Stay tuned to the ticket, because up next is DP One-on-One. We'll be back.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
Are you looking for a place to host company get-togethers, team meetings, or group events? Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln is the perfect place to host your gathering with private bays available to meet with clients while you swing the sticks and improve your game. Back 9 Golf offers traditional golf opportunities while also providing fun games and activities for non-traditional golfers on their top-of-the-line full-swing simulators. Learn about their corporate memberships today and gather your favorite groups together at Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln, just off of 14th and Pine Lake Road.
Hey, Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top-quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous.